What better way to start our new year with a new you than with our own Dr. Jen Ashton, who's joining us today for a special big show, of course, all about improving your life in 2010. And we hear so often you are what you eat, but of course, as you age, our bodies require different things based on that age. So we called a nutritionist, sorry, Cynthia Sass, who's co-author of The Ultimate Diet Log, to join us with some tips to get the right nutrients at any age. We're focusing specifically today on 30s, 40s, 50s and beyond. Good to have you with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
Hi,
Happy New Year.
And to you as well. So we're starting off with the 30s for our New Year, New You. And one of the things that's really important in your 30s is calcium.
Calcium.
But you're not recommending milk.
Well, we have dairy products here. We have the string cheese, which is portion controlled. It's kind of like dried milk in a way.
Yep.
We've got the Greek yogurt, almonds. Here's the thing about calcium. It's involved with muscle contraction. So if you want to get the most out of your workout, you want to get enough. And if you don't, you'll have muscle spasms, maybe muscle cramps. But also in our 30s, we're still building bone. Right. So right up until 40, you can still build that bone bank. And then whatever you have for the rest of your life, and you start to lose. So now's the time to get it in.
Now, Cynthia, you can't talk about calcium without then talking about magnesium, because it kind of goes hand in hand and important for bone, heart, and we're going to get to that in a second. But what about iron? Because that's also important for women.
Every premenopausal woman, unless she's pregnant, is losing iron every month.
I'm losing it too. I'm iron deficient, so I'm right there with the rest of the ladies.
Your baby's taking that iron. If you don't put it back, what can happen is fatigue, actually hair loss, brittle nails, trouble concentrating, even depression. So getting enough can really make you feel and look your best. It's really easy to get it from food. Especially, I love blackstrap molasses. It's an all-natural sweetener. 1 tablespoon has 20% of your iron for the day.
What do you use this to sweeten though? Do you use it to sweeten something like a Greek yogurt?
You can,
or do you use it for your coffee? Because you don't think molasses in coffee.
No, you don't, although you can do that.
Oh, I do.
I put it in smoothies, you can put it in oatmeal, you can mix it with a little bit of all-natural nut butter and spread it on toast. It's great for a lot of things. Okay, now 40s. 40 is the new 25 if you pay attention to your diet, right?
That's good for us.
Vitamin D is the key anti-aging nutrient of the moment. So much research is linking it to a reduced risk of nearly every chronic disease, including obesity. Some of the best sources, wild salmon, whole eggs, because the vitamin D is in the yolk. And then you can get your skim milk. The fat removal takes the vitamin D away, but then you put it right back in.
Just make sure it's in there. And it's also really good. I've read lately, even in cold season, it can help you
boost your immune system. And if you can't get enough in your diet, the supplements are good too.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, now we're moving on to probiotics. I mean, really, for me, this has changed my life, I have to say, because here's what it does. Boost immune system, reduces bloating and gastrointestinal problems.
Who doesn't want a little help with that?
It's also been linked to reducing the risk of asthma and allergies. And it may be a hidden factor in obesity. So you want to get that from these fermented foods like kefir. Of course, their yogurt again. This is miso, which I love. You just take a little bit of it. You can whip it into some salad dressings. You can actually mix it with nut butter and use it as a spread for sandwiches.
And this is just, we should point out for folks who aren't familiar with it, you hear about miso soup a lot. This is just the paste.
It's the paste.
And that's pretty easy to find in any
It is nowadays.
these days.
And the supplement, if you use a supplement, you want to look for 5 billion live active bacteria.
Wow. And
that's
so
the
then
amount
that
that's
could
really
just be a pill
linked.
every day.
Yes.
Great.
Okay,
so
now
omegas.
50s. You can be fabulous all throughout your 50s, especially with these 2 key nutrients, omega-3 fatty acids. Their #1 role in the body is reducing inflammation, which we know is a trigger of premature aging and lots of chronic diseases, including heart disease, our #1 killer. Again, the wild salmon, the tuna, and flaxseed oil, which I love. It actually has a very nutty flavor, so it adds this nice layer of flavor to a fruit smoothie. You don't want to cook it, though.
Salad dressings actually can be really good
absolutely.
as well.
You don't want to heat it because it destroys those delicate omega-3s. And then finally, magnesium. Most of us are seriously falling short on this. I call this kind of a feel-good mineral. It maintains almost every system in your body: blood sugar control, blood pressure, nervous system function, muscle function, heart function.
Everything.
So everything in their body is almost controlled in many ways by magnesium, including your immune system. So edamame, some almonds. If you take a supplement, about 400 milligrams is what most dietitians and doctors are recommending.
And it's nice, you can sort of double up on some of the foods we've talked about this morning. Edamame, almonds, all these things helping us out.
And of course, so important to remember that with all of these things, more is not better. So don't overdo the dose.